Buckle up, fam. It's Mary Kate Beck here, and we are back with episode 25, the quarter of a century episode. It's growing so fast. Guys, it's almost Thanksgiving. Everyone's going home for the holidays, and I cannot wait to hear how awful the airport is. I want to hear about the man who takes off his shoes on the airplane. I want to hear about your uncle who brings home a 25-year-old girlfriend. Is that just in my family? Cool. Regardless, please send your stories to traveldisasterspodcast@gmail.com. If we get enough of them, I'm going to do an episode strictly of holiday stories from our listeners. So send those in. Yo, follow us on social media. We are Travel Disasters on every platform. Hit that subscribe button on Apple Podcasts, throw me 5 gold stars, and leave a written review because it means so much to me. Please tell everyone about this podcast. Tell that sexy coworker, tell your roommate, tell your uncle's 25-year-old girlfriend that you have nothing in common with. I'm sure she has an epic travel disaster being a mail order bride. I only listen to podcasts that people recommend, so please recommend this to a friend. It's how this podcast will grow. On to the good stuff. Today's guest is my coworker by force, friend by choice, self-proclaimed hillbilly from Kentucky. Kelli Kerr is sitting across from me today. Kelli is absolutely hilarious, and when she was growing up, she always dreamed of taking a vacation to the Caribbean, and in true redneck form, booked it through cheapcaribbean.com, and well, let's just say you get what you pay for. So buckle up. It's about to get weird. It's you and me, baby. We're going on the trip from hell, where every flight is missed. They lose your luggage, and you're in the middle seat between a sumo wrestler and a screaming baby. Don't worry, I'm coming along for the ride. I'm Mary Kate Beck, and this is Travel Disasters. Hey!
What's up, fam?
We're out here.
We out here.
We up here.
We in
Uptown.
Yeah.
We in Uptown, and we on the 3rd floor walk up, baby. It's like,
hell yeah. I'm into it.
I'm always sweating when I get in this chair because it's 300
when am I
stairs.
not sweating?
Yeah.
Let's be honest. I stay sweating.
Oh my God.
Stay with that swamp ass.
For real, though.
All day.
But we're moving out of swamp ass weather. So this is like my prime.
Into more of like a frozen pond.
Yes.
Maybe like a little bit more murky.
Perfect. Exactly. Perfect. That's exactly
weird.
I like a murky ass, and it's amazing.
All
Kelli
day.
Kerr, how are you?
Hey, I'm Kay. I'm good. Thank you so much for having me.
Dude, this is so exciting. And your podcast voice is lovely.
Oh, thank you. I've been preparing for this forever.
I've been drinking chamomile tea all day, warming up my throat.
Did a dry run earlier. I've never been more prepared for anything in my life.
Wow.
I'm a huge fan of yours, MK.
Thank you so much.
I've been like, wow, when is this bitch going to ask me to be on her podcast?
Yeah, you're like, please ask me to do the show.
Like, don't make me beg. Come on. Don't bring me there.
Yeah, this is your first time podcasting.
It's my first pod.
But you're no stranger to the microphone.
The world is my stage.
Oh my God, but you just told me before we turned these mics on that you were a sports anchor. Excuse me?
Yeah. You know, I dabbled in journalism.
What? Where? When? I need to know everything.
Yeah, so you know I'm from Kentucky, so
Yes.
I went to Morehead State University.
There you go.
And I was a sports anchor on campus. We got about an average of 2 viewers per show.
We blew up.
Shout out to my mom. Yeah, it was good times. So
That's amazing.
No stranger to a microphone.
Dude.
A big ass microphone.
Yes.
Giant Cheeto.
Yes, it really does. It's so fluffy. It looks delicious.
I know. I just want to.
Please don't. It's very
Please don't.
expensive.
Aaron's like, please.
Yeah, please
calm
don't.
yourself.
Yeah.
Fall back.
Oh my God. I love it so much. Well, I'm so excited to have you on the show.
Thanks for having me.
Are, fun fact, co-workers.
We are.
By force, friends by choice.
All day.
All day.
My sister friend over
yes. here. Kelli's the type of person that when I walk into work,
she asks me how I'm doing, and she really means it.
I really want to know.
Yes, yeah.
I want to know how your ass is. Okay.
I love it.
I mean, you got to laugh to keep from crying,
dude,
right?
yes. We have very high stress jobs.
Oh my God. Yeah, for real.
But it's so fun. You're like the most well-known person around our office. You were just the judge of our talent show.
Yeah, that was a good time. I was a little bit drunk for that.
Dude.
I don't know if you could tell.
I mean, it was an open
Slamming
bar. What
that
are they?
back.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's so weird to like be a judge and try to be funny. And it's like, I don't know. I kind of blacked out. I'm
Oh my
be
God,
honest.
yeah. Try being a comedian. It's absolutely horrible.
Got a little taste of that. I mean,
You're like, it
I had
looks fun, and
much,
then you do it, and you're like, this is excruciating.
literally the utmost respect for you because
thank
that
you.
takes so much courage. And
was
I'm actually pretty jelly that
It was
you
a
can
fun
do that
show,
all the time.
though. You were a gracious host. It was very fun.
Thanks, fam. I appreciate that. It was good. I mean, there was so much talent. Who knew that those people work with us?
I know. They're just hiding behind their laptops all day.
Should they be working?
No, I'm like,
in
you
an
should be a
office?
shining star.
Probably not. Yeah.
Get out of this town. Go to
Yeah.
LA. Go to Hollywood.
I mean, damn, at least go stand on the sidewalk and get some change. Shit. Put yourself out there.
oh my God, I love it.
Yeah.
We've had one glass of wine, and Kelly's Kentucky accent is already coming out.
Hey.
There it is.
There she goes.
I love it. So, you travel a little, but I only know your travel expertise from work, where you're like, I'm going to be in Florida this weekend or whatever. So I don't really know anything about like your experience traveling just overall. So I always like to ask people kind of on the scale
Yeah.
of like 0 to 1,000,000 of being like 0 being Norman Bates in Psycho at the Bates Motel who never leaves to care for his ill mother to, a traveling juggalo who just goes, what are they called?
ICP.
Yes.
Insane Clown Posse.
Insane Clown Posse.
I'm
You're like,
convinced that my neighbor is part of Insane
get
Clown
the
Posse.
fuck out of here.
Yeah, he's scary
Is he
as fuck.
always like wearing those face paints and traveling all over the
Well,
country?
the wild part is I haven't seen his face.
Oh my God,
All I know is
no.
like the music that he plays
What?
and sort of the way that he walks around his apartment.
In River North?
It's very much, it's West Loop, but it's very much ICP vibes that I get from across the wall.
Interesting. So you get it. You're like, they're crazy people. They go to like conventions. I think it's global now. It's absolutely terrifying. But from Norman Bates to Juggalo, where does Kelli Kerr fall?
I'm going to go with slightly above Norman Bates with a wig on.
Okay. You're like a hot Norman Bates.
Yeah, I was telling you, I grew up in Kentucky. I'm from the
Yeah.
Appalachian Mountains.
Yeah.
And there's nothing more that hillbillies love than to sit their ass on the beach
Yes.
with unlimited drinks. that like looking back, that was like when I would think about how my life would be. I'm like, oh, I'm going to grow up and I'm going to be going on these Caribbean vacations. I'm going to be...
That'll be the ultimate...
Getting some pina coladas with like 5% rum.
Wow. Just the height of luxury. Just
Yeah.
being weighted on hand and foot at an all-inclusive.
Correct. So I've only been outside of the country to the Caribbean.
Oh my God.
So now you know
But
why.
how often have you been going to the Caribbean?
I go normally once a year.
Oh, nice. Starting from like when you were a teenager? Like how old are you?
So I went to the Bahamas. I used to be in a show choir.
Get the what?
Yeah.
I'm learning
yeah.
so much about you right now, and I'm so happy.
Pike County Performing Arts Show Choir.
What?
Look that
Shout
shit
out.
up.
Sponsor
Some
us.
beautiful shit right there. But yeah, we went to the Bahamas with my show choir.
I love that.
Yeah, so that was cool. And we went to Hawaii one year. Like, I think it was just like a chance for everybody to take a trip.
Yeah.
It wasn't even like legit competitions. We would just like kind of go.
And like sing in the square in the Bahamas.
Literally. It would be like our
amazing.
parents watching us.
Oh my God, that's hilarious.
Yeah, these like big group of white people in the middle of the Bahamas wearing some sequin A-line dresses.
Oh my God.
Doing an American flag with our bodies.
What?
I mean, wasn't the biggest attraction in
I need
Nassau.
pictures from this. Do you have photos?
I got you.
Okay, I'm going to remind you to send me those.
Oh
for
yeah, my
social
mom
media.
has those for days.
Oh my God, yes.
I can get
Mrs.
those
Kerr,
out of the storage.
Please, yes.
She would be more than happy.
Oh my God. So
to
how
show
old
you.
were you when you were in the traveling choir?
So I did it from 5th grade up until I was a freshman in high school. And then that's when I started like getting more involved with like my
Boys.
boys, you know, going to first base.
Sticking my tongue in people's mouths.
Correct.
It was like a whole new world.
Learning. Never mind.
Oh my goodness, she pulled back.
We'll go over that.
For sure.
Quick sync at work.
Amazing.
We'll grab
Yes,
coffee chat.
Okay.
But I did it until I was a freshman. Started doing theater in high school. And then actually in college, I was in a Black gospel choir.
What?
So we would tour different churches, like kind of in the Southeast. And we came up to Indianapolis once. Super fun.
Oh my God, I love
such
all
a great
of
experience.
This.
Yeah.
But that's so cool though. So even
Yeah.
like, you know, you may not have been like going to Europe, but you were probably traveling more than I was when I was in high school. That's awesome.
Yeah, my parents always like made sure we went on vacation every year and stuff like that. So that was good. But yeah, I definitely need to get across the pond.
You will, honey.
So I've got, and next year I turn 30.
There you go. What a perfect excuse.
I'm just gonna start doing it big then. You know,
I used to think that I had to wait until I had like a lover to like go to Europe and shit to be like, I need to go with my lover and get tangled up in the sheets with the Eiffel Tower in the background. And then me and my friend Jill
eating
were like
a French baguette,
right.
one end,
But then
and he's on the other end.
Yeah, like Lady in the Tramp style baguetting. And
I'm not talking about a noodle. I'm talking about a
like
baguette,
bread.
girl.
Yes, get this bread. But I was like, you know what? Fuck this shit. Like, I'm not gonna wait around for a dude. Me and my friend Jill, like, she's my best friend since birth. We were like, let's just buy fucking tickets. Like, we don't have to wait for shit to go to Europe. So like, if you want to go, just go.
How old were you when you went?
I studied abroad when I was in college, but then we went back last year to like 3 different spots. We went to Barcelona, Prague, and Amsterdam.
Sweet.
For like 10 days. It was not as overwhelming as people make it seem. It's actually super easy. So.
Yeah, we've got to talk offline.
Yes.
Because I'm going to go to Spain next year.
Yes.
So
don't go in August.
Have me
It's very hot. Yes.
We were talking about June. How is that?
They leave for like the summer because it gets very warm there.
So nothing's happening is what you're saying.
Yeah. So I'd go like maybe spring or fall. But
okay,
it doesn't matter.
All right.
We'll talk offline.
Yeah,
so
let's do it.
You have one like big story for me, and I'm literally on the edge of my seat.
Yeah.
I can't wait.
Yeah. Have you ever heard of cheapcaribbean.com?
No, ma'am. Please enlighten us.
My little like mountain girl soul just fucking lives for cheapcaribbean.com.
What? Okay, we're going to
Go
talk
and
offline
surf
about
that
this.
shit.
Yeah.
So that's how, when I was living in Nashville, I found out about this website, and you can go and book like a week-long trip, all inclusive, to Mexico, the Dominican, friggin' anywhere you get. Those are the only places I can think of.
Yeah. The Mexico, the Caribbean. That's
The
all.
Puerto Rico.
The Punta Cana.
The Punta Cana.
Punta Cana.
Punta Cana. You know, the Dominicans. Carly B, as my mom
love
says.
it. Yes. I love that Carly B.
Carly B. Yeah, it's my girl. Yeah, my mom said, well, how come that Carly B didn't have more of a part on Hustlers? She and my dad went to go see Hustlers. It's like, okay, first of all, my mom gets up and walks out if a movie says the F word or GD.
Oh my God, yeah.
And I'm like, y'all picked that out of
you
everything.
think you can handle Hustlers?
Come on, my girl.
Yeah.
Like, you already know that wasn't for
She's
you.
clutching her pearls the whole time.
Literally.
Yeah.
I know that she did an audible,
Yes.
you know.
Every time she
happened.
saw a little booty or something.
Oh, for sure. For
She's
sure.
like, cover
Yeah.
these girls up.
I'm pretty sure there was at least one dick in that movie,
oh
too.
my God, Mrs. Kerr.
At least one
No.
shaft.
I need
Correct.
to see it then. I'm
Yeah.
going tonight right after this. I'm going right now.
Buys ticket on mobile phone.
See you later. So cheapcaribbean.com.
Yeah. Sorry, got off on a tangent
I love
there.
it though.
But
Tangents are welcome.
here's all. That was my journey to cheapcaribbean.com. Like those are the steps that were part of my life to get me to cheapcaribbean.com. So I just had to set the stage.
Perfect.
Yeah. So I started checking out this spot. You can do like $700 a whole week. That includes like airfare, all you can drink. Granted, the drinks are about 5% alcohol.
Whatever. I'm going to drink 99 in a day anyways.
Correct,
so.
yeah.
I'm like, it's hot out. I need 45 mojitos.
Yeah, which is what happened.
For sure.
But yeah, so it's a pretty good deal. And
Would you
say
judge
these,
me
like,
if I use Cheap Caribbean like right now?
No. Are you kidding me?
I'm going to use
literally on my browser at all times.
Yes. It's your homepage on your Google Chrome.
It really is. It's bookmarked, and I don't hide it. It's,
Good.
It's a visible bookmark.
I'm kind of pissed that you're keeping this from the whole office. I know. You're like, it's my dirty little secret.
I have swag that I have received from Cheap Caribbean. I'll have to rock that in the office
Please
at some point.
do. If it's a track jacket,
I'm
I will
letting
fight
it fly.
you for it. I need it.
Trucker hat, laptop sticker.
I'm obsessed.
The works.
Amazing.
Yeah. So you can go on there and you can really just go to town. They have a lot of different options throughout the Caribbean. So I did like my first trip around my birthday to Mexico to the Riviera Maya, which was really cool.
It sounds beautiful.
Yeah. And so like the second time around, this was like shortly after I moved to Chicago. Mm-hmm. So I've been here for 4 years now. But like my second year that I lived here, I wanted to go to the Dominican Republic for my birthday.
So fun.
Like
When is your birthday?
It's March 10th.
Oh, fun. Yeah. I'm like, I'm sensing a theme. Yes. But that's like in Chicago, like it's still fucking cold in March.
Gosh,
so
it's
good for
so
you for getting out.
And we'll get into that.
Yes.
But like, it really is the point in time as a Chicagoan where you're like, I've got to get the fuck out of here.
With this shit. Yeah.
I'm not doing this anymore.
It's supposed to be spring.
I'm packing my bags.
Yes, good for you.
I'm picking up a thong bikini. I'm slapping that shit on myself.
Yes.
Where's the oil? Give me all that I need for swimwear, and I'm out there.
Yes.
Don't care what I look like.
Perfect.
Okay. So yeah, I book a friend or book a trip
I book a friend.
Yes, you can also
I
book
bought them
friends.
online.
Yep. Cheapcaribbean.com also provides friends for those who don't want to travel alone. So yeah, book the trip with my best friend Erica. We grew up together back home in Kentucky. I live in Chicago. She lives in Louisville, Kentucky. So we were like traveling separately, and we're going to meet up in the Dominican. So I get there before her. We're staying at this like really cool resort. It has a really interesting look to it. It's not very like modern looking. And I'm not just using that for code as in it was shitty.
Yeah.
But it was kind of like old world. Like there was like some ornate like woodwork happening. It was cool. I mean, and there was a good amount of people staying there.
Yeah.
As soon as we get there, feeling so welcome, like they come up to you with a tray of like drinks. And they just want to, they're so, Dominican people are so nice and so welcoming and just like some of the best people I've ever met in my life. They're just angels.
Yeah.
That's the only way I can describe them. Everybody who works on the resort is just truly, they seem super genuinely happy to see you all the time.
Oh my gosh.
So when you're there for a couple of days, you start to like make friends with them and they kind of know your name and you're like, hey, let me give them a mimosa when you go to breakfast. So it's super fun. We're having a great time from the get-go, just enjoying everything.
Yes.
So
Pools, beaches.
Got a couple pools happening, got some beaches happening. They actually have like really good food on this resort.
Hell
so
yes.
my birthday, like my actual birthday rolls around. They have our room decorated.
What?
It's like happy birthday. They made those towels in the shape of like little animals.
What?
There's
I would burst into
balloons.
tears immediately.
I cried. I was 90% blacked out, but I cried.
Oh my God, so cute.
So fun. And it was so touching. And then we went to dinner on the resort that night and had like lobster and just like steak. And it was just
Is that included
great.
too?
Yeah, man.
Oh my God. Did they embarrass you with like a big...
Don't sleep on cheapcaribbean.com. Another quick plug.
I'm like leaving right
they sponsored
now.
my Uber here.
Yes.
Got to give them a quick plug. Cheap Caribbean all day.
I love it. Did they embarrass you with like fireworks and cake like when
they
at
did
your
come
table?
out and sing.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, they did come out and sing. They brought me a little piece of cake with some candles.
I love this.
Yeah, so freaking cute.
I'm going to this resort. We're talking about this. I'm so excited.
Yeah, for sure. So when you're like staying at an all-inclusive resort, they offer you these like excursions.
Yes.
So you can like go outside of the resort securely and
at your own risk.
Air quotations for those of you who can't see me.
Yes.
Yeah. So they offer these trips outside of the resort, and you can go and like see the island. And the one that we ended up signing up for was a what do you call those boats?
Parasailing.
No.
I know.
No.
Hell no.
I don't parasail, Sam.
Okay.
That's going to be a no for me,
I know what
dog.
you're fucking talking about, where they have like the trampoline netting in
Catamaran.
the middle. Catamaran.
It just came to me.
Yeah.
Just a little sip of Pinot Noir, and your girl gets the wheel
gets the
spinning.
brain a-buzzing.
100%. So,
Catamaran.
Yeah. So we signed up. We're so stoked. My friend is like, hell yeah. She's really interested in like getting outside of the resort. Me personally, I could sit my big ass in a beach chair all day long.
I'm like, I'm not
and just
moving.
tan myself to the point where I'm a leather motherfucking chair. Don't
brown
care.
snakeskin scope you wore in here.
Yes, exactly. Yes, this is what I strive to be when I'm in
my
the
brown
Dominican.
snakeskin trench coat.
This is my Punta Cana,
Punta Cana.
Punta Cana. Yeah. So she was like, let's get out of here. Let's, experience something. I'm like, cool. Sounds good. We signed up for this catamaran. And the deal was like open bar when you get on the catamaran. It's like a 45-minute trip on the water to this private island.
That sounds amazing.
Yeah. And it's apparently like this picturesque, beautiful, like white sand beach, like clear waters. And then when you get there, they're serving lunch, like all these local ingredients.
Done and done.
Another open bar.
Yes.
Hello,
I didn't even need that, but now I'm like, yes.
Yeah. I'm trying to get drunk every single day that I'm here. Any way you can help me do that,
Yes.
I'm in.
Thank you
I'll
so
pay an
much.
extra 100. Just tell me what it is.
For sure.
I can pay something outside of money. No, I'm kidding.
Oh my God. Yeah, you're like, it doesn't matter. Money doesn't matter. Just champagne.
Yeah. Shelby needs her juice. But yeah, so we signed up for this trip. We get there. I mean, when you leave the resort, it's super early in the morning. So it's like 8 a.m. We're like kind of hauling our ass on this church van to get to board this catamaran. So it's like a 30-minute trip in the car. And we get to the dock where we board the boat, the catamaran. And we get on and everything's cool. They're playing like Bob Marley and shit is awesome.
Yeah.
Like we're loving life. And so we're like, yeah, where's the open bar? And the open bar was actually a bottle of rum.
Oh my God.
No Coke, nothing.
Oh my God. Just like Jack Sparrow, like bare knuckling this rum bottle.
And it's funny you say Jack Sparrow because there was a Jack Sparrow character.
Get the fuck out. Get out.
Yes.
No.
And he had this little side piece with him. Okay. Jack Sparrow and the pirate side piece.
Oh, okay.
It's not like Keira Knightley. It's
pirate
like a
bikini.
Yeah.
Oh,
she's like, yeah, I'm Jack Sparrow's side piece. They're like in character the whole time. It's like Disney World.
No.
It was a lot.
I could not. I like wouldn't be able to function.
I know. It was so fun.
You probably
was loving
played
that
along.
shit.
Yeah, you were probably talking to them the whole time.
Oh, for sure. At one point, we were grinding. We were getting down to the bump and grind. Okay, me and Jack Sparrow hit it off.
You're like, I gave him my number.
I think he tried to kiss me on the mouth, and I was like, I have to go pee.
Yeah, I hate you.
I would literally rather jump into this shark-infested water than to get your crusty lips all over me.
Ew.
Yeah. So of course, I get after the bottle of rum
For
because
sure.
I'm like, if nobody else is, here I come.
Yeah.
Pour that shit into that plastic cup.
Yes.
I'm in it. So the rum is flowing. And so people are kind of getting a little bit drunk. So like Jack Sparrow is like reading the room, pulls out these fucking like do-rags that have this like the shape of the Dominican Republic all over them.
Okay.
And he's like, everybody try them on and they're for sale.
Oh,
so I'm like,
God.
hell yeah. And I had this bag with me, like this beach bag, obviously with like a towel and like my clothes and everything is in there. And so like I'm about to purchase a do-rag from Jack Sparrow. Sparrow.
Jack Sparrow do-rag.
Yeah.
You're like, I can't live without it. Where's my wallet?
And I look at Erica and I'm like, yo, I've got to have a memento. How am I going to remember the Dominican without this do-rag?
Right.
Okay.
I'm not going home without it.
And Jack Sparrow like tied it on my head and I'm like, hell yeah, let's do this. And so I like I get my bag and I get my wallet out to go and pay for it. And he's like, oh, it's cash only or something like that. For whatever reason, I don't end up moving forward with the do-rag.
Oh no.
Unfortunately, yeah. So this is just a small piece in what is to happen next.
God,
but
okay.
yeah, so I'm like, I put my wallet back into my bag and I'm like, all right, I give him the do-rag back. About that time, we are getting towards like the island and it looks so fun. There's obviously other groups who are there from other resorts. Everybody's having a good time. They pull up to the beach and like drop us off. We get out just like it's fucking Survivor or something. And I think that they mentioned on our way there that they filmed some of Castaway there with Tom Hanks.
Yes.
So I'm like, I fucking love Castaway.
Yeah, I fuck with this beach. I love Castaway.
I fucked hard with that beach. Okay. I was so stoked. And it's like paradise. It's everything that they said it was going to be. Like crystal clear, like blue waters, white sand. I immediately sit my ass down in that sand and just let it get all in my butt crack.
Love it.
So
you're like, this is my memento.
Yeah.
It's the sand in my butt crack.
Yeah, and we're just like vibing, you know. And so you walk up the beach a little bit and you can see like this like sort of, I don't know what you call that, like just like this shelter where they've got some fresh crab grilling.
Okay.
Like all this great seafood. And I love seafood.
Yes.
So I'm like, hell yeah.
And it's probably fresh as fuck.
Exactly. They just caught that shit out the water.
Yes.
So I'm in there. Where's the butter? Sign my ass up. So I get in there, you know, eat my food. Everybody had like, there was this area when you first get on the beach where everyone had just like sat their things.
Right.
So I sat my bag down there. I'm getting my plate, drinking another like coconut water infused with some sort of alcohol.
Delicious.
So good.
Sounds amazing.
We're just like frolicking around the beach. Like it's so relaxing. I'm like wanting to take my top off and it's just like everything.
Proud
like,
of you.
I didn't though.
Oh, I thought you did.
I just want to say, I want
I
clear
would
that
have.
up. For all of my coworkers listening to this, I did not
I was well behaved.
take my top off. Repeat, did not take my top off. Yeah, so it was great. We're like exploring the island. We're floating around in the water. We're drinking drinks, eating all the food, just like truly having such an amazing time. Like it was the highlight of the trip. And then after that, a part of the trip was they were going to like take us out to where all of these starfish were, and we could like pick up the starfish. They were going to take a picture for price of $25 US.
Oh, was that all?
And yeah, so we're like, oh my God, this is the best day ever. And so Erica and I like obviously get super tired from frolicking around. So we like decide to take a nap on the beach. So we wake up to the sound of like our boat captain being like, hey, we're boarding the boat. Everybody come on. God. And we're like, oh shit. You know, like we wake up out of like this drunken daze.
Yeah.
And we're like, oh shit. So we're like running up to where we set our bags down. She had a bag too. So we're running up to where our bags were. I don't see my bag. And I'm like, and I asked our cat, I was trying to stay calm, you know, because it's like, I hear Bob Marley in the background.
Yeah, you're like,
every
be cool.
little thing is going to be all right. You know, everybody's staring
like,
at us.
the words.
Right, yeah. And so I'm like, shit, I can't find my bag, dude. And I like asked the captain, I'm like, did anybody happen to grab my bag? And I explained what it looked like. I'm telling you right now, I had my clothes, my shoes, my wallet.
Oh, God.
All my money. My cards,
ID.
my phone.
Oh, God.
Everything that you would not want to lose was in this bag.
Right.
And it's like, I don't even know. Looking back, it's like, why did I take all that shit with me?
You think you need it, like when you leave.
Yeah. I could have just taken some cash and I don't know. I mean, I probably would have taken an L on my phone anyways, because it's like, you want to take your phone, you want to take pictures and whatnot.
Duh.
You know what it is.
Yes, I'm an Instagram whore. I need to.
That is my brand as well.
If it's not on Instagram, it didn't happen. How will people know what I'm doing?
Correct. I'm not going to come out here like a loser and not film this.
Yeah, right. God, what am I supposed to like be in the moment? Gross.
Yeah. I'm not trying to do that.
Right.
So I brought all of my shit with me.
Yeah.
So yeah, someone has taken my bag.
Oh my God.
I'm flipping out.
Yeah.
Mary Kate. Like, I'm running around the beach. I'm retracing my steps. I go in the bathroom. I go back behind where they were preparing our food.
Oh my God. Like,
and was
have
like,
you seen a bag?
Yeah,
like,
literally.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I'm like, has anybody seen this white and black bag? It's got all of my things in it. At this point, I am like screaming, crying like this. And I'm picturing my life permanently based in the Dominican.
Oh my God.
I'm
Yeah.
well,
You're like,
my favorite bartender will probably want to wipe this up. So maybe
I'll be set for life.
So I'm sure we could have an okay life. I'll just have to break this to my parents softly that I live in the Dominican now, and I'm, making money off, taking pictures of people with starfish. I don't know.
Right.
Like, think
Like,
all this shit is running through
people live here all the time.
Right. Yeah. And I'm like, all right, this my days in the U.S. are over. I'm here forever.
Yeah.
And so my bag doesn't come up. We board the boat. I'm thinking that that somebody on the boat might have my bag.
Right.
So I'm going one by one, asking the other patrons on the boat.
Listen.
Yeah. I'm like, have you seen my bag? Have you seen my bag? Bawling, crying at this point.
Yeah.
My face is swollen. I'm like, fuck. And then we get back, and luckily my passport was in the hotel room. So
So you can get on the plane.
Yeah.
Yes.
I could actually go back to Chicago. And I'd never wanted to go back so badly
Oh my God.
to the 30-degree
I know.
pouring snow weather in my
God.
life. So I don't have any cash on me in order to, like, whenever I deboard the plane to, like, get an Uber or get on the train. So my friend Erica agrees, like, okay, she didn't have any cash left either. So she was like, when we get to the airport, I'll go to the ATM and then I'll just give you the money and you Venmo me.
Yeah.
I'm like, sweet. So we have a plan down. Well, she was flying back to Louisville. I'm flying back to Chicago.
Yeah.
We get to the airport. She gets the money out for me from the ATM, and she's not able to link up with me because the gates are
Oh my God.
no. It's not like at O'Hare
There's
where
no
you can
ATMs before security or anything?
No, you had to go through security, go to your gate, or go to your
Yeah.
I don't,
I think it's a gate. Yeah.
Yeah, but like
Or like terminal.
That's
Yes. Oh my
So you had to go
gosh.
to your terminal in order to access an ATM.
Yeah.
And she got the money out for me, and I was trying to get to her, and she was trying to get to me. Couldn't get it.
Oh my God,
So
no.
once again, breakdown crying at my Chicago gate. Luckily, some lovely, lovely people from Wilmette were there.
Midwestern hospitality, let me tell you.
Midwestern sweethearts. This couple, they were like, "What's wrong?" And I was like, "I don't have any money. All of my things were stolen while I was here. I was supposed to meet up with my friend for some money, and I can't get to her now because she's at a different terminal." And they were like, "Oh, how much do you need?" And I was like, "I just need enough money to get on the train at O'Hare because at the time I was living like right off the blue line, so
perfect.
I could just walk."
You're like, I need $2.25. That's all.
Yeah. And so they're like, "You know what we'll do? Do you want even better? We're gonna throw your ass $10." And I'm like, "Sweet, take my ass to
$10,
Wendy's,
yeah.
okay? Let me get that junior bacon cheeseburger, okay?
With enough left over to get on the train.
Hello,
Yes.
yeah." And I'm like, they're probably regretting this already.
Yeah. You walk in with like a bag.
Oh,
It's amazing.
hungry, man.
I mean, I believe you.
And it's like when you're in another country, like you're just craving like a disgusting, drive-through cheeseburger with
American.
some fries. Some
yeah.
American trash. That's all I
Yes.
wanted in my life. So I ate that up. Got home. It was pouring snow.
Oh no.
Take the blue line, walk home, and I've just never been so excited to like be back in the crib in my life.
You had your keys and everything. That's good.
Yes, thank God.
So you got in safely.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. Ugh.
Yeah, but I still miss the shoes and the cover up I had on that day.
Right? Ugh.
I'll never be able to replace that.
I think it was definitely Captain Jack Sparrow.
100%.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah, because like looking back, he saw that I had my wallet.
Yes.
But nobody took Erica's bag.
Yeah, right.
Because they knew that I had my wallet in my bag.
Right. So he was like sure about it, and he was like,
So
you know
some
what?
underground shit went down.
It's like you're gonna regret not buying that fucking headband or whatever the fuck it was.
take your do-rag and stick it straight up your ass.
If you're listening to this, Jack Sparrow,
I'm coming for you, man.
Shove it where the sun don't shine.
Yeah, they took my credit card and spent like $85 at a gas station. I could track my phone the whole time.
He probably bought like a carton of cigarettes and gas. Like, what a fucking loser.
Mm-hmm.
Ugh, that makes me so angry. I could track my phone
the whole time. I could see exactly where it was.
Well, good thing you can like freeze your cards now. So now you're like, buck stops here, fucker. Like, it's so
terrible.
Crazy.
I had to actually like call my mom and dad and say like, hey, could you call my bank for me?
Oh my gosh.
Because like I didn't have any. I text them that because I didn't have service to call from Erica's phone.
Yeah.
So, God, it was just one thing. And then 2 weeks later, I started at where we work together.
Yay!
So,
oh my God.
Yeah. So I was like kind of flipping out. And then I was moving to a new apartment. So I'm like, fuck.
Yeah.
You're don't like, have my license.
Yeah. I need all these things for like
need
important
these things.
Life changes. What the
Your
fuck?
phone, you know? Like, it just killed me. I just wanted to like beat the shit out of someone and cry myself to sleep at the same time.
Oh my God.
But looking back, it's like, it was a great day either way.
You're always so positive about things. I love you so much.
I wish there was video footage. I'm surprised my friend
like
Erica didn't record it.
Yeah.
Because you have never seen a mental breakdown like this before.
Gosh.
I promise you that.
Promise I've done worse. I promise you that. I'm a lunatic.
My girl. Yeah. Well, it was traumatic, but
that was awesome.
At least it was in paradise, right?
Yeah.
Like, could you imagine doing that in friggin' Chicago?
Yeah.
Like, shit would have been 100 times worse.
A million times worse. Oh my! And no one would have helped you either. So
no, people would have just stared at me.
They would have like stepped over your dead body. Like horrible people. Oh my God. Well, thank you so much for being on the show.
Thank you so much for having me.
Fun.
I've really enjoyed my time. Aaron, you're the man.
Our boy in the booth.
Hey.
So do you have any trips coming up? Like what's next for Kelli Kerr?
I've had 3 weddings in a row.
Oh my gosh.
Plus the attached like bachelorette parties, which have been so fun.
So fun.
Really, really enjoyed all of that. So I've gotten to travel just because of those. Mm-hmm. But this weekend I'm going to Atlanta, ATL, Georgia for our friend Lindsay, our coworker's wedding.
Oh my gosh.
So that'll be a ton of fun. And then like I mentioned earlier, my best friend Maggie and I are planning our trip to Spain and Portugal next year.
Okay.
So I definitely want to hit you up about that. That'll be my first time across the pond.
I can't wait.
I'm excited.
I secretly hope it goes terribly wrong so we can have you back.
So I can come back and I can actually like put myself a little bit above Norman Bates.
Oh my God, amazing. I love it so much. Well, is there anything that you want to plug? Anything that you want us to support?
Yeah. So I'm all about women's equality, women's empowerment. October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. I would just say make sure that you hug the women in your life and support any organizations that empower women who are going through breast cancer, whether it's research, whether it's the Stay Beautiful Foundation. Our friend Ashley runs. That's a local organization.
Beautiful foundation. Stay Beautiful. Everyone donate to that as well.
Yes. Yeah, absolutely. And follow me on Instagram.
Plug it. What's the handle?
I'm a sick ass person. Here I go talking about, hey, make sure you support women, but also follow me on Instagram.
Support me.
And I'm thinking of, and I'm like kind of putting together this like side hustle because, I love style. I love shopping.
God, yes. Oh my God. You're the most stylish person ever. So what's your Instagram? Where can people find you?
It's Kel in the City.
I love it.
Come find me.
We will.
There's some looks, LEWKS looks on there. So peep it.
I love it. Well, thank you again.
Thanks,
this was
MK.
so much fun.
So fun. Thanks for having me.
Bye.
Woo! Love listening to myself sing on there.